In the beginning, it was not real distinguishable. There was little things I do during the day that I get a little twinge of pain in my lower spine, and it was one of those things like, what was that? You know, and it progressively got worse, and over the last year or so, and being postponed with a total knee replacement, I took to have that done first because it was more inhibiting than the back was. But eventually, it got to the point where I could only walk a certain distance, maybe 150, 200 yards, and I would have to stop because the electric like pain that was going from my hips across my legs and down the bottom really got very excruciating. Over-the-counter type of aspirins and that type of thing were of no assistance whatsoever. So eventually I got to the point where the knee had healed sufficiently enough for exercise, and that's when I chose to visit Dr. Collato here at Hunterdon Medical to find out what it was that was wrong and what we needed to do to get it corrected. When I finally sat down with Dr. Collato, and I guess I had that kind of a questionable, panicky look in my eyes, he very carefully and very meticulously went over the points of what this operation was going to do for me, how it was going to come about, what I could anticipate in results. And I'm happy to say today that he nailed the head on every single one of them. I had the operation on a Monday, spent the day, and that evening, Tuesday afternoon, I returned home at 12:30, and at 20 after 1, my wife and I went for a walk. And I waved at that spot that I could not reach 3 days before as we walked by it. So I've been very happy about the results with this. It's been fantastic. I was being called by my first name, from occasionally would be called Mr. Brink, and I realized that this is not what I've been through before. It's what I've always wanted to have. It was the way I would not treat somebody else myself. And it just, from beginning to end, it's been fantastic. And that's one of the reasons why I consented to come here today to speak to you. If I wasn't a happy individual, I would have told you to walk east till your hat floats, because I would not have been interested. He sat and he listened to what I was saying. And he jotted down a couple of notes that I knew he was going to refer to. He wasn't going to depend on his memory on this conversation. And it's been like that from the beginning. I felt as though I've had part in this medical procedure. And all the ins and outs, the pros and cons were all explained to me meticulously. And I appreciate that. I mean, again, the experience is exactly what a person should be looking for when they go into a hospital or any medical care. Now, I actually kind of skip up those stairs. I am doing laundry when I have the chance. And I am taking walks 3 or 4 times a day. I'm not pushing it too far, but I've been around long enough to know that that would be foolish on my part and probably slow down the process that Dr. Collato is looking to achieve. So it's all been really very, very good. I'm back to doing things. I can get in and out of the car now without grunting and groaning and, oh, you know, one of those things. So it's been good.